I'm live now. Good afternoon. I have not been on for a while. Country girls and guys, I have, God, I don't know, was that over a week ago? I think that I tried hard to get one up here that doing a little bit of stuff. I think I was doing a little bit of work in these and putting the inserts in. Sitting here after I got room cleaned up. You can still see a few little things here that I need to put away, which are the die cuts. I still need to get those kind of put away someplace. And I sat here and inked around this little book, waiting for 2 o'clock, and haven't done anything in them yet. It's only been what's today? Today is actually the 3rd day, and I was really nervous about trying to do a live or trying to do too much on the first day, although I did overdo a little bit. I managed to get my kitchen finally cleaned up as I like it, and I had empty boxes. I had to go and pick up things that my brothers decided I was worthy to have after my mother died. And most of it is her clothing, her bedding, which to me makes no sense since I don't have a single bed and she did. But it is a very beautiful bedspread that she had. It's very gorgeous, so I may just sell it. And it comes with the sham and the sheets and all that kind of stuff. So I may just try to sell it, put it online and sell it, because I have no use for it. I was given all her junk jewelry. My oldest brother kept all the jewelry that was worth anything. Rings that my mother had promised me, pretty much my whole life, that I was looking after her, and brothers were nowhere to be found. I have not been given, and apparently am not going to be given, so whatever. Anyway, she left me a couple of $1,000, and so that's, that was nice. Something that I needed. I received this yesterday, this postcard in the mail. Now, I know that I've showed you some mail that I've received. Other mail I haven't. This says beware of possibilities, and it was sent to me on the back. I love this cute little bunny with the really long ears. He's so cute. It says, spring has sprung, happy crafting, from Deborah Dieter at the Art Bar. And it's such a cute, but I don't see where they've stamped it, unless this is actually a stamp. It says Global USA 2018, so I don't know. I don't know how they did that, but it's adorable. And I know that Danina on the Art Bar does mixed media sticks, is what hers is called. I'm still trying to figure out a way that I would like to do mixed media, like the mixed media mashups that people do. I love Santa's way of doing it. She found this game that she can spin, and then she has put down what needs to be done on that turntable thing. It's quite fun to watch her do it. I'm trying to think up a way that is unique and different. I know a lot of people have done mixed media sticks. A lot of people have mixed media cards. Stacy has a mixed media mashup where she uses cards that, everybody does. I would really like to do it, pick a day, and that would be the day for doing that. I have got, in some of my die cuts, I've got like the thicker ones that would only go through my Big Shot where I could do paper dolls. And I've thought of that, or just the t-shirts that are there for the paper dolls or whatever. I don't know. I've thought of that, like doing mixed media dolls, or, I mean, because I used to make porcelain dolls and things like that. But I still haven't actually figured out what I want to do. I've seen another lady that just has pieces of paper. She's got things written on them. They're in a bowl. She picks one out, and that's what they do. I love the way Lizzie does hers with her cards that she's got. I just would like to find something that's unique and not the same as everybody else. So hopefully I will get that figured out. I'm still trying. It hasn't helped that I've been so sick for so long. But today, whoops, yesterday I came home from, I had to go and see the eye doctor because my eyes have been doing some weird stuff. And are you one? Nope, 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 nope. I thought there were, okay, there they are. So I had to go to the post office to pick up a parcel yesterday when I got home from the eye doctor. So I went and did that. On my way home from the eye doctor, I got that picked up. And I came home and there was another notice that I had to go to the post office to pick up another parcel. And I'm like, what the heck? Because normally I'm home when the mailman comes or they deliver things. So, you know, I don't have to go pick things up. It's just right at the door. And I'm here at home today. I should have put a note on my door to say knock loudly. When they were here the other day, I was on the phone and I'm totally deaf in my left ear. So I didn't hear him knock. Oops, I'm sorry, I moved. I didn't hear the guy knock. Anyway, I went this morning to pick up the one that was left here yesterday. And I had ordered some Alice in Wonderland. Whoops. Okay, now I'm going to have to get used to this again. Why does that look fuzzy to me? Oh, what have I done? What did I do? Let's see. Come on. Up, where are you? No, I don't want a new tab. That's not what I asked for. I don't know. An instance of this is already running. Okay. So if there's an instance of this running, I still have not been able to figure out how I can no, that's not it either. I'm trying to see if rolling it will help. Nope. So the only thing I can figure out to do is to move up to my camera and try to get it as clearly in there as I can. That's a little bit better. But there is a way to do the, bring it closer and take it further away and move it from side to side and all that kind of stuff. And I've got it downloaded on my computer, but I can't seem to figure out how to use it. What are these little buttons? No, they don't do nothing. Well, that's clear right there, even though it's blowing from my fan. But it's all Alice in Wonderland because I want to do an Alice in Wonderland book. And I ordered these from AliExpress. And okay, where's the beginning of you? Is that it? Yep, there we are. So this one is all Alice. And let's see, am I getting it close enough for you, or down or up? Seems to me if I bring it up, but it gets, you know, instead of getting it, there we go. I haven't figured out the auto adjust on here, or either, you know, the how to turn off the what do you call it? The autofocus. See, I'm right all the way up to my camera to make that even a little bit clear. So I have some research to do on this webcam. Now, and it's the C920, the Logitech C920. So if anybody knows what the trick to that one is, you know, like I know that some of the lower numbered ones, it's got it built right in. Sorry, Nico's decided he's going to come up. And then one of the other ones here is butterflies that go with the Alice. This all came as a kit. It wasn't very expensive either. It was like $1 something. I don't know if you can see those. Go there. Looks like it. Yeah, you got to figure out the right way to turn it and all that kind of stuff. And you know, I was online before a lot, doing lives, and having been off sick for a while, which I apologize for, and have to tell you, I really missed you guys. I missed being on here. And then this little one, just maybe it's easier just to do this. It's just dots. I don't know if you can see there. That's better. Yeah. So it's just dots all the way around. But I mean, yeah, it'll work for, you know, the Alice in Wonderland, but it'll work for other stuff. And then these two are very, very thin. These are the two thinnest washi tapes I have. I've never had one this thin before. There, that works good. Maybe I just need to bring my camera in here a bit more. Bring it down a bit more. Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little clearer, isn't it? Yeah. And then this one has, who's on this one? Looks like it has the cards. Okay, find your camera again. There. Yeah, so it has the cards, the top hats. Whatever that one is right there. You can, with my shaky hands, if you can figure it out. But it's very cute. They're all really cute. And there's quite a lot on these. And then the bigger, wider ones, like I haven't ever had wide ones like this either. So that's kind of cool. And then this one, I guess, is for the rose garden in Alice, I would imagine. Isn't there a kind of a rose garden for the roses for the Queen of Hearts or something? I can't remember. So, you know, there's that one. And then I'll just show you here. If that's, it's not going to clear there. It's better if I clear it this way. Come on, get into view. I'm going to have to learn this all over again. Jeez. I've been away for too long. But thank God that the vertigo is gone. I am so happy not to have that anymore. So those are all the washi tapes. So anyway, as I was saying, I think I showed you this on my last video that I had bought. Has all the little cases in it. And I finally got myself a set of the Tim Holtz people. And now I find out that there's a Tim Holtz flowers, but I've never seen them before. not in the stores we have here anyway. So I'm going to have to keep my eyes open for those. And then this one, I put all my needles. I went and bought some tapestry needles and stuff. So I put them in there for doing books. These are all, different things that, I should be careful of how I'm doing this because I'm probably out of camera. Different little things that I was cutting out while all I could do was sit on the couch. So I cut out little tiny, these are little mini envelopes. Am I in camera, guys, or not? Oh, I'm not. So I cut out, I have a punch for these. And so I cut out a whole bunch of them. They're just a little teeny envelope, and I can, oops, there we go again. And I can decorate them, do whatever, send them as happy mail, whatever. And then I punched out different flowers and palm trees and they were all done on colored cardstock. So it was two-sided, so you can use your palm tree however you like. This was like one piece of paper had all these different things on it, and the other side is green. So you can do what you like with those. And what else did I cut out? I think that's all that's in this one. That's all I put in this box was those. And then I took all my wooden pieces that I have. There was quite a few of these were, they were from Angela Rossetti, sent me a bunch of little wooden things. And I had found a few in a Dollar Tree, I think. There's a unicorn. That reminds me of Lizzie. And there's little flowers of all sorts of types. And I love these. If there's anybody out there who uses, what is it called now? Dusty Attic. And you use up all those little camera. That's so cute. You use up all the pieces out of your dusty attic, and you usually just throw away the empty thing after you've used all the wooden pieces out of it. Would you send me the empty pieces? I have something in mind I would like to do, and I don't necessarily need the whole dusty attic sheet, just the pieces that are left over that most people throw them in the garbage because they've taken all the chipboard pieces like that out of them. And a lot of people will throw them in the garbage. And I would like to use them for something. So these are some of my cat's sitting right in front of the TV there, so I'm not getting a view of whether I'm on screen with you or I'm not. There, that's a little better. These are just things that I printed out. Like I told you before, I ran my printer out of ink, but it's okay. I've already received the new ink from HP. These are little images that I've cut out of magazines. That sandwich looks so good, but it would never fit in my mouth. But it looks good. And so I did cut out a couple of these. I have more to cut, but the day that I did these, I got quite tired. And those are the Tim Holtz and the needles. These are some other things that I have printed and can cut out to add to whatever, either to, I'm trying to get this so that you see it. I'm not seeing it so well through the cat, but you can see him. And I, will, fussy cut these out. I have done some. There's like this I would fussy cut out unless I was sending a get well card. I do have the whole makings of this Get Well card, but I would fussy cut out the flowers to decoupage onto something. Here's some angel wings. And here's some other flowers that I would fussy cut out to, you know, put on either an ATC or, you know, other things. Let's see what else have I got that's kind of interesting. If there's some, no, these I threw in there because I was just taking these out of something. These are all vellum, and I have had these for years, so I just thought, well, I'll stick them in here for now and get them used up and then have another empty container. I've got little chipboard pieces and chipboard buttons and things like that that I just stuck. I was cleaning things out of stuff and making room, you know, emptying bags and making room. So these ones have little flowers. Some of them I've been sent. Some of them I have cut out myself. These ones were sent to me in a ATC swap, and I thought they're so beautiful. I understand they come from Germany. These are pieces of, hi, Chris Crafting. These come from, come on, focus, will ya? Not Tim Holtz. These come from Graphic 45. I love Graphic 45. And so that's basically all I did was empty out a bunch of little things that I had and cut out little pictures of things like birds, because I couldn't get up off the couch. If I could do something, it was sitting and cutting. And you know, now that the Vertigo has finally given up on me, which is wonderful, because a month and a half of Vertigo was not my idea of joy in any way, shape, or form. These are stamps. This is a stamp pad or a stamp that I have, and there's boots, and then there are umbrellas, and these I did long time ago to put on cards. I believe I bought the stamp from our local stamp store, which is called Stampers. They've moved to a new location, but they used to be on Quadra Street. Now they are on Mackenzie, I believe, which is here in Victoria. They're very nice. These are some things I cut out, like they're little top secret things. So I cut them out. I used to do the what kind of cardboard were you throwing out? Was it the dusty attic kind of stuff, or just cardboard boxes and stuff? Because I'm looking for, you know, like when you use up all the chipboard pieces in the dusty attic chipboard, that, you know, like you get little things like this that are, cardboard boxes. That's okay. I'm not interested in those. But you know how dusty attic has really nice die cuts and things like that, and I am not sure if they're wooden or if they are my mind just went blank. Not cardstock, but blank mind is not helping me in the least. But anyway, I'm not so interested. I mean, full packs of dusty attic would be wonderful, but what I'm looking for is for, you know, once somebody has used all their chipboard, that's the right word. Thanks, Chris. Having a problem with that one. It just wouldn't spit out. I'm looking for the empty pieces. Like after you've used the pieces out of it, I would love to get a hold of some of the ones that are, you know, all the pieces have been used and just that empty part that people usually throw away. I have seen a project that I would like to try to do. It's not my original idea, but it's something that I would really like to do. And Dusty Attic has the nicest shapes. I have chipboard here that's quite old. God, it's got to be, geez, how long ago was I teaching? In the 90s? So, yeah, it's got to be at least that old. It's 20 years old, maybe. Anyway, so as I was saying earlier, I inherited a little bit of money from my mom when she passed away. Not much, but my birthday is coming up, and I have wanted one of these. I should do this in my lap because it's quite big, quite heavy. But I decided to use part of the money to buy myself something for my birthday that I have wanted for a very long time. And I am a Gemini, so I figured this made sense because I'm a Gemini and so is this. So I bought myself, ooh, it's heavy. I bought myself the Gemini die cut and embossing machine. Yeah, I am thrilled. I mean, having been in a car accident where I was rear-ended by a garbage truck, using my Big Shot has been really hard. And it hurts my shoulders, it hurts my back. And I have looked at this and, you know, I've known for over a year that some sort of inheritance was coming. Didn't know how much, and nobody was keeping me up to date on anything. So anyway, this is what I bought myself, and I seem to be slightly out of camera somehow here. So this is what I bought myself, and I didn't take it out of the box. It came yesterday while I was being tortured by an eye doctor. Where did I just put that? Oh, there it is. This eye doctor was shoving needles into my tear ducts because he thought my tear ducts were blocked, and that's why my eyes were watering and causing sinus infections and stuff. So he put something in my ear with one, or in my eye with one needle, and then I guess that was to sort of freeze it, which it didn't, unless it was like an antibiotic he used, I don't know. And then he flushed it. Boy, did they ever Mickey Mouse this thing together. The heck with that. I don't suppose I have my metal cutters up here, do I? Oh, these will do. So I haven't taken it out of the box. I haven't looked at it, nothing. Cord's not very long, so it looks like I'm gonna need some sort of extension. So this goes this way. There. There. How far have I got? I'm wondering if it will reach down here. I will unplug some stuff I'm not using at the moment. Oh, and it won't fit in there because it's a thread prong. Shoot. So I'm going to have to get myself pull a power bar from somewhere. But it came with all this stuff. I am amazed at what it came with. So let's just move the machine out of the way for a minute. It came with this die, which is 6 hexagons, you know, little tiny circle. And then it came with these 6. Says thanks, love, and then it's got flourishes, and then a longer flourish and a butterfly. This one's just the hexagon. And then it came with this paper craft die, Blossoming Borders it's called. This one says Flourishing Elements, and that just says hexagons. But this is quite pretty. I really like that. It'll be pretty on a card, on a page, whatever. This one's called a Floral Frame. Oh, and it's covered by writing. So let's see. Oh, and it's in another bag. A bag and a bag to avoid danger and suffocations. Do not use in cribs, beds, or playpens. Well, of course. This one says the same thing. There's the picture of the frame it makes, and it looks like, yeah, it's, you could even make like a little basket, move the handle up because it cuts it separately, and then there's another one that's just a flower. So it's almost like, you know, making a flower basket, and it just says floral frame, but it's very pretty. So I like that one. I will keep them in the bags because that's usually what I do with me. Come on. Don't you hate that when something comes out so nice and easy and then you just cannot get it back in? Come on. And then there's that. I know better than to try to do this. I know much better. I usually do it this way. Tape it down to whatever. This one's just not cooperating here. Get it taped down. I'm not careful. I'm going to have Fred in my way. And there he is. Yeah, you just know. And then it came with this beautiful 3D embossing folder. And I don't know. Can you see the pattern in there? Let's see. I'll show you on the back. This is the pattern. Isn't that pretty? It's really nice. What is a SAG, Chris? Or SAG if they're initials. Is that a different type of cutting machine? Okay, you know what? You're just truly in my way today, so you can stay down. And then it comes with a plastic shim for use with the die cutter and embossing machine. Of course, everything's in French, but I do have the book, and I will watch some videos on this. And then it comes with a rubber embossing mat to go with the embossing folder. A metal cutting plate. Well, that's good. That's cool. What's this one? This one is a clear cutting plate, and so is this one. So those are your two main plates. And this is a magnetic shim. Oh, that's nice. So you can put the magnetic shim and it holds everything in place. And that's cool. I love this because I love the size because, I mean, you could lay a fairly good size piece of paper down there. And even if you're cutting different dies, I mean, you can put them all over the whole thing and get different things out of the same paper. You don't just have to cut. I mean, and even on with my Big Shot, I never cut just one thing. You know, like I fill up the area that I've got on my plastic machine or on my plastic plates. And then I make sure that the dies are all down. And then I go and do the cutting with them, but that way I can cut multiple at the same time, because it's such a waste to just do one. And you can always store them in something, which I've now got a little thing, and I'm going to make a little storage journal. So this was my birthday present to myself. After suffering through, all the stuff I've been through with the being rear-ended by a garbage truck and, everything else that's happened to me in the past few years, I figured I deserved it. So that's what I bought myself. And it'll get used, like I don't buy things that I won't use. So I used to have a Silhouette Cameo, and I had an electronic or a computerized sewing machine and a serger. I had everything. When I lived with my son 3.5 years ago, I ended up selling all of my stuff to put food on the table for his kids. And this is replacing one thing for me. I did find a secondhand sewing machine. It's not computerized, but it's very lightweight and it's nice, and it only cost me $29. And for me, that's good because I have a very limited budget. This little bit of money from my mom, the rest of it is going to be put away because I'm hoping to either leave Victoria and move over to Vancouver, or I am going to invest in co-op housing. Whether that's here or it's in Vancouver, I'm not sure yet. I haven't made that decision. My uncle, who was a very wise man, when he passed away, he told my aunt, like they talked a lot before he passed away. He was dying of prostate cancer, and they talked, and he said to her something that I thought was very wise. Don't make any major decisions for 1 year after he passed away. And I thought that was a pretty wise decision. And she didn't make any major decisions for a year. And because they owned a home down in Arizona, and they own homes in Blue River, and they own homes up in Parksville. And so he said to her, just don't make any major decisions. They owned a fifth wheel, and she was like, well, I should sell that. And he says, don't make that decision for 1 year. And then you can decide on whether you want to keep it and you want to drive it back down, because she could drive it as well. And she didn't know whether she wanted to sell. They had bought a mobile home down in Arizona, and they went there every year. They were, they'd spend their winters down there and then come back up here for their summers. And so she did. She waited a year, and then she eventually met someone, and she sold her mobile home and he sold his, and they bought another one together. So, she was smart. And I intend to kind of follow my uncle's advice, because he was a very smart man, and I cared a great deal about him. And my other uncle, who passed away before him, who was my godfather, and I absolutely adored him. And my stepdad, I adored him too, and I don't intend to, do anything stupid. It's not a great deal of money. It's a couple $1,000s, and, but there are things that can be done with it. This will help me to earn money. So that's a, 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 and, 'cause, I, don't intend to, do anything stupid. It's not a great deal of money. It's a couple $1,000s, and, but there are things that can be done with it. This will help me to earn money. So that's a positive for buying it. And you know, it's going to be fun too. You know, once I get the proper plug-in down there so that I can plug it in and use it, it's going to be great. So I'm kind of looking forward to that, but I just wanted to share this with you because this baby arrived yesterday, and then I had to go back to the post office this morning and pick up all the Alice in Wonderland tape because I do want to do an Alice in Wonderland journal. I have been collecting stuff for that, so eventually I will get to that. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do in these little guys. If I'm just going to leave them like this and sell them. Probably won't sell this one because I got, well, I don't know. I kind of got the pages. They look the same. But when I open it, they aren't sewn in the same. One's a little bit lower than, and the other one's a little bit higher. So I may just keep that one for myself and sell the other ones because I don't need them around here. Or I may just give them away in Happy Meal. Who knows? I don't know yet. But please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and ring the little bell for future crafting. I just wanted to come on and do this short little introduction to my new baby. And I'm quite happy to have it. And as soon as I get that other cord, which I'm going to have to go look for, I should have opened the box ahead of time, I guess, but I thought I'd open it online. And Chris, I thank you for being here. I can see that there's a couple other people in here as well, but you don't have to post anything. I do the same thing sometimes. I just watch. But now I need to, you know, I've got to find a cord that's going to fit down here for this one. And then I will, you know, when I do, I will be coming back on and showing you how it works. And I've got to fix this camera so that I can, because this seems really high, but it really isn't. It's not that tall, but it's a heavy little guy. It's a really heavy little guy. I didn't expect it to be that heavy. I know there is a smaller one, and it takes like a smaller shim through it, and I don't want a smaller one. I mean, my Big Shot's small. You know, it's got that. I wanted the wider plate so I could fit more on it and do more with it. So anyway, I would just like to say thank you so much for coming on to share my joy at my new machine, my new toy. And I will, as soon as I will in the next day or so, I know I've got another, what do you call it now? I know I said the name a minute ago. Power bar. I know I have one around here. I just have to figure out where it is. And then I will be coming back on and showing you how it works. Now, how did you just do that? You somehow you did, and my cat's got the mouse, so has the cat got this thing figured out? And I don't. I don't know. What does this little thing do? How about toggle timestamps? No, I don't want to do that. Huh. I just don't know. You don't want to go to YouTube Home either, so anyway, I will figure it out eventually, how to work the, you know, thing to get it up and down and turn off the autofocus, because sometimes the autofocus can be a real pain in the butt. Anyway, don't forget that creative clutter is way better than idle neatness, and I will see you again very soon. Thanks for hanging in with my channel while I was sick. I appreciate it, and I will be back again very soon. Have a good day. Bye.